Hey guys, so today we are tasting Four Roses Small Batch Select.
What's up guys, welcome back to Gens Lounge. I'm George, this is Blake. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, hit that right now. We are here every week talking about men's fashion, lifestyle, and everything in between. And today is a lifestyle video. So we haven't done a whiskey tasting in a long time, but Four Roses just came out with their Small Batch Select. So it's only available in certain cities right now and online, but we were able to get our hands on a sample. So we were gonna open it live, taste it live, and kind of do a refresher on how to taste whiskey.
And let's get started, guys.
All right, guys. So literally opening the bottle for the first time, pulling the plastic off. We have not tried this. This is first time, but we have talked about Four Roses in the past, and it is probably the best deal in whiskey. Like their small batch, the previous small batch before the small batch select is probably, $28, $30, and it's phenomenal for the price. So the small batch select is a little bit more pricey, but you are getting 6 and 7 year old bourbon in the small batch select, and it's bottled at 104 proof. So that's like 52% alcohol. So this one's a little bit stronger, a little more punch to it. And today we are going to taste the whiskey. So guys, if you don't remember how to taste whiskey, you want to, kind of take a look at it, notice the color, see it's like a darker brown. You can't really tell much from the color, but some scotches will be a little bit lighter. Bourbons are usually this caramel color. So, look around, look at the color. You can kind of see the legs as in wine, and people say that the thickness of the legs or the speed in which the legs drop down is alcohol content.
That's
and
what I've heard.
Flavor. But really the only thing that's gonna make a difference is how it tastes on your tongue. If you like it, it's a good whiskey. If you don't like it, it's not a good whiskey. You can kind of give it a smell, but when you smell, you want to smell with your mouth open.
Always with your mouth open,
and
right?
breathe through your mouth instead of your nose. Because, this analogy has stuck with me for a long time. When you smell dog poop on the street, it's not like you're walking around going, you have your mouth open, you're breathing normally, but you can still smell it. And this alcohol is powerful, so you don't need to get your nose in there and really sniff it out.
And today we are using a traditional whiskey glass or tasting glass, which is used by a lot of different spirits, but it helps with the
right, the shape
on
of
the nose.
The shape of the glass kind of filters all the scents up and concentrates them at the end. So you really don't need to get your nose in there like a bottle of wine, and you don't need to swirl it because it's already powerful enough. So enough talking. Now let's taste it.
Oh, very different from the nose.
Yeah.
This is a bourbon, so you would expect it to be a little bit sweeter,
right?
But it does have a nice punch to it.
It's definitely spicy. It's got the caramel and vanilla that you expect in a bourbon, but then there's some heat at the end, which I think would make this a really, really good cocktail bourbon.
Yeah, it does have a lingering finish on the tongue.
It's still going.
Yes, yeah, right. I do get a little bit of like a raspberry-ish tartness, but that vanilla is really kicking in.
What's weird is it smells like it's gonna be way sweeter than it tastes. The nose on it smells like caramely and candy and vanilla, and then you taste it and you get a lot of spices like clove, nutmeg, and then you get a little bit of vanilla at the end, but then there's some more spice on the back end, that's still going, which the finish is important when you look for a bourbon as well, because if it just disappears on your tongue, you're not really gonna get as much flavor. And this one's it's making my mouth water.
Another tip, guys, is that you don't want to smell over and over. You want to get it a good smell, move away from it, let your senses really kick in, have a drink, and then smell again.
One more tasting technique. So there's a few different ways to do it. If you put the bourbon in your mouth, put it on your tongue, and then breathe in a little bit, you'll get a different. You want to try that one? See, you get a lot more spice.
It really hits you then.
Yeah. So that's like a secondary tasting method. There's a few different ways to get some more flavors.
I like to swirl. I feel like when you swirl, your whole mouth gets, taste the bourbon, taste the actual spirit, and like you really get the actual lingering or the actual flavor post drinking it.
Right. All right. I got one more for you. So take a sip, kind of hold it in there, swallow it, but then exhale through your nose. Don't exhale through your mouth.
Take a sip, hold it, swallow it, and then exhale through the nose.
Yes.
Let's try it, guys. Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? I think what's been consistent though is, that spiciness.
Yeah, guys. So if you try all these different tasting methods, you'll kind of get a little bit more out of tasting a whiskey if you really care about tasting. If you don't care about tasting, drink it with ice, drink it with Coke, drink it however you like it. But if you really want to enjoy the whiskey the way it was meant to, try this first, maybe add a few drops of water after you've done this method, and then try it again to see how it changes. And then, if you don't like it or you love it, drink it how you like it, and then add some ice if it's still not doing it for you.
Yeah, personally, I like to add water when I'm drinking a blended scotch, or I like to add a good amount of water. When I'm drinking just a scotch, just a couple of dabs. I also don't mind tasting on my own. I don't like to drink on my own, but tasting on my own is different. I think I could really get into it. I usually have a pen and pad, and I'm that guy who gets geeked out where I actually write how the smell is or the taste is, and then the finish. I really, really get into it. It's like a cigar. You make it very personal, very independent to you. So however you like your whiskey, drink it and just enjoy the actual tasting.
Yeah, I mean, anybody that tells you how you should be drinking your whiskey, unless they bought it for you, has no say in how you should be drinking your whiskey.
Yeah, and we are gonna get those comments telling us that we should be swirling so much, or swirl left, swirl right. Honestly, guys, you drink to how you like.
All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps up the video. This video is not sponsored by Four Roses. We are just a fan and wanted to share this with you and do a refresher on how to taste whiskey. Comment down below on how you taste whiskey, if we missed any of the ways. If you try what we said down below, let me know what you think, because some of it might burn a little bit if you're not doing decent whiskey. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that right now. Follow us on Instagram @GentsLounge, and comment down below what whiskey we should taste next. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.